See, this is the other face that I was going to use.
Amazing. Welcome to the 4th episode of the second aPODcalypse.
Who are you this week?
John Krakauer.
Good author.
Into the Air.
Oh, yeah? That made me, start feeling lightheaded when I was reading it. Because they're always running out of oxygen.
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah.
When did you read that book?
Last year.
Oh, nice. It's pretty recently.
I read the one about all the rapes in Montana.
What's that?
Last year, too. It's
John Krakauer?
Yeah. And I read Under the Banner of Heaven a long time ago.
He's got a pretty, he's a burly writer.
Yeah. Sure
He's got some bristles on him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Climbing mountains and shit. Oh, I'm the half of the soul that's stuck in the ameolus.
Oh, shit.
Half of the non-man soul.
Hell yeah.
He has a name, but I wasn't going to look it up.
I don't know the name. He's gay, though.
Oh, yeah.
Which is super rad.
I think they're all kind of gay, whether that's gay out of convenience or necessity, I guess. Not convenient necessity.
Yeah. I love it. I love that there's so much homoeroticism in the books.
A lot.
There's a
lot.
I'm just checking some things here. Make sure everything's going. Looks to be like everything is functioning correctly.
This kid, when I was driving here, dropped a basketball and it bounced across the street, just like a PSA, like an ad against running kids over for driving too fast in the suburbs or something.
Did anyone jump out?
No, he almost did, but then I slammed on the brakes and the ball made it across. I thought I was going to run over the ball, but I didn't think I'd run him over.
Yeah. And
then his two brothers were standing on either side of the road on those hoverboards.
Oh, hell yeah.
Just kind of like the fucking statues in the river in Lord of the Rings are like the whatever Titan of Bravos, or they're just like this staring at me.
Like elbows forward?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
And it wasn't that big. It was my street. It was
not
that big. Yeah.
Damn.
I felt intimidated, but then I almost ran over their brother, so
yeah.
It was a show of who's
power.
Really... Yeah.
The domination.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? We got Madness and we got B-Rad. Wow. That's a nice take on B-Rad. Like B-Rad.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
I was trying to figure out something with the P86.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Madness says he has my sunglasses from Kroger stores, perhaps?
Oh, you have those sunglasses. What does it mean?
I don't know. It means I stole them from the grocery store last week. Hey-oh.
Nice. Steal from corporations.
Not from your mom.
Not from your mom. Oh!
Unless your mom runs a corporation.
True. Very true.
Maybe. That's where things get a little gray.
Yeah.
Modi.
Making
mud.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. We got some mud making in this. What does he call it? He says this morning apocalypse.
Yeah.
That's funny. It's kind of a boring chapter.
Yeah.
Or not boring, but just very mellow.
Mm-hmm.
Chat, how's everything on the sound? And we had a sound difficulty earlier. How's it all sounding? What do we have as the first? Gucci? Madness says it's Gucci. Hell yeah. Good to see y'all. What's the first passage? Oh, there's two.
Okay, I can read them both if you want.
Yeah.
Especially because I can't pronounce some of the shit in the second one.
Yeah.
Here's a passage from our boy Agensis. To be ignorant and to be deceived are two different things. To be ignorant is to be a slave of the world. To be deceived is to be the slave of another man. The question will always be, why? when all men are ignorant and therefore already slaves, does this latter slavery sting us so? And I thought it stings us so because slavery, because nobody wants to be a slave.
True.
Like, I think I just don't understand the philosophical point he's trying to make there.
Yeah, I don't think I get it either.
I mean, yeah, maybe we're slaves of systems and our minds and everything, but I still don't want to be, like, on the chain gang.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I think, we're, according to the Dunyain, we're definitely slaves to the darkness that comes before, right?
Yeah.
Is that... Yeah.
I think so, yeah. So Agensis is kind of spitting some logos, maybe?
Maybe. I don't know what his orientation would be towards the logos, or like towards the Dunyain in general. Because Agensis, did he have a religious inclination? Do we know?
I don't know.
He's the third analytic of man. I'm John Krakauer, the third analytic of man.
Yeah, I'd have to look him up.
Baker fans, why can't you participate tonight? We'll miss you.
You're gonna ask the person who can't participate to participate.
Why they can't participate? Yeah.
What the fuck, bro?
Come on, dude.
Well, now I can't figure out where the rest of my books are.
That's alright.
Next week I will hopefully have the hard copy.
Oh, yeah.
At least for the glossary.
Yeah.
The TTT. Well, you could probably pull yours out, but...
It's alright. It's not that big of a deal.
Look it up next time. Should I go to the second one?
Sure, let's read the second one.
Okay. It starts out... This is a commune from the Compendium of the First Holy War, which is, of course, written after these stories.
Right.
But despite stories of Phanim atrocities, the fact of the matter is that the Chianine, heathen or no, were surprisingly tolerant of Inrithi pilgrimages to Shima, before the Holy War, that is. Why would a people devoted to the destruction of the tusk extend this courtesy to idolaters? Perhaps they were partially motivated by the prospect of trade, as others have suggested, but the fundamental motive lies in their desert heritage. The Chianine word for a holy place is Sahik Kalis, which means literally great oasis. On the open desert, it is their strict custom to never begrudge travelers water, even if they be enemies.
I remember really liking that.
Yeah, I like that one too.
It smacks of Dune a little bit to me, but just because it's desert and water.
Desert power.
Desert power.
Sorry. It's all good. Have you read The Alchemist?
Mm-mm.
It's good. It's one of those that I've tried to read every year. I think I've read it either 2 or 3 years in a row.
Nice.
Pretty short, but it's kind of like it's like a fable or whatever. One of those books that like teaches you a lesson.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about a guy that goes to find his personal legend. And there's just a desert, and the oasis is a neutral meeting point for like all the tribes, even if they're at war.
Mm-hmm.
Which I just imagine is like based some place in history or in fact.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It seems to make sense.
Yeah.
Could be total ignorance coming through here, but well, I don't know. I'm picturing it at like in like the Middle East with like sand dunes and shit, not like the white folk like slaughtering Native Americans in the Mojave or something like that. But,
yeah, for sure.
But I just like that idea, and then I think it's also kind of just shows how, I guess it foreshadows maybe how the Inrithi are like about to just go balls to the wall, like brutal on these dudes.
Yeah.
Who, like, obviously they have their differences, but they would share water.
Mm. It does speak to their, like, inherent difference, like, in Rithi. But I don't know, that maybe they're not so different, but the prospect of being willing to give water to anyone, no matter what, is kind of counter to some of the Inrithi sentiments of superiority. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, it goes directly against some of the shit that Mathonet said in his speech in the last chapter.
Really?
Well, I guess not directly, like, literally,
Mm-hmm.
but just talking about, like, the filth, like, the human filth and shit like that, where, I don't know, I think it shows just that they have some dignity for other people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does do some, like, classic autocrat, dehumanizing, villainizing stuff, which is cool.
Yeah.
Not cool, but he's good at it.
For sure.
B-Rad, input on agensis. So he says agensis is the father of the syllogistic, I don't know, syllogistic logic and algebra. Hell yeah, what a freaking nerd. Held by many to be the greatest of all philosophers. Dope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love agensis. Just because I think that saying that you're the third analytic of man is tight.
And then Madness shouts out the fade and reverse course on the epigraph code when they drown the holy war in the oasis in the warrior prophet. Alright, well, I didn't remember that part. I know that they run out of water and then Kellis has to, like... I was thinking about that thematically, about Kellis having to be the one that brings the water, but no, I totally didn't remember that, so I thank you for the point there, Madness.
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah, I wonder if it's like the brutality on both sides ratchets up, or if, like, I don't know, you know, maybe they were being, Madness says they poison the oasis when one of the factions ditch out on the rest of them. Right, because then everybody's shitting all over the place.
Yeah,
right?
and like just burning their fields and stuff. But that's like classic war stuff.
That's old hat, dude.
Old hat.
Boring ass. Nobody needs to think about war anymore.
No, it's not
Irrelevant.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So how does this chapter start?
Well, let's see. It talks about how. What even is this? How word of the Holy War started to spread.
Yeah.
Because Maithanet just made the announcement. There's a couple of pages just on that.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of like a little intro to the chapter almost.
Yeah. I highlighted a couple things. One, it says, when a man failed to weed his garden, did he not grow weeds? Which, I think that's true. Like, it's hard to argue against weeds.
Yeah.
But it reminded me, and this might age me a little bit, but reminded me of, like, Bush with the Iraq War in 2003, with all the, like, if you're not with us, you're against us, and just, like, logical fallacies. It was, like, easy shit to say that, like, sound convincing, but it's really, like, much more complex than that.
Yeah, it is kind of like black and white incrimination towards whatever subject you want.
Yeah.
Kind of vibe.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, some fruits and flowers and shit could also grow in the garden if you don't weed it too.
And who says weeds are bad?
Yeah.
I guess people that grow stuff that weeds kill, but it's a plant, dude.
Dude, you can make, like, rope out of hemp and, like, oil.
Oh, shit. Yeah, man.
And then I think there's just more fear about... there is more fear of the Enrithi have about the gods turning against them, which is some of the fear-mongering Maithanet, like, consciously used to drum up support. And it just sounds epic to me. Yeah. How long before the gods abandoned them, or worse yet, turned against them in bright wrath?
Is that Maithanet speaking?
No, this is just whoever the fucking...
The commentator, or narrator, or whatever.
It sounds very much like a Maithanet thing, but yeah, it's just... God's eye view, except for not one of the gods or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's also ironic to me too, because the gods are kind of like always against chomping and rip. Oh, huge spoilers if that wasn't already obvious to everybody. But yeah, if the gods weren't just constantly ripping people's souls into snack-sized chunks for all eternity. String cheese with, like, not, like, smooth, maybe? I don't know.
I think of Hades and Hercules, the Disney one. Pretty sure there's some pulling of, like, juicy something in hell, or I don't know. It just reminds me of that.
I know what he looks like with the blue flame hair.
Yeah, he's like pulling something apart. Maybe we'll find it at some point.
Nice.
Well, it starts off talking about Esmonet's daughter, which is very interesting. Having read all the books, you know, and I wonder if any of that is like. Do you think this story is true about her? She goes and sniffs an apple and says something about how it smells like flowers. Or is that later on?
No, that's right here. I think that's true. I want to say there's a part where the memory comes back, whether it's like Mymara in the Judging Eye or something.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe Esmonet just thinks about it again. I mean, it's kind of like so perfectly tragic that it like, you know, could be something made up.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it's true.
Yeah.
True enough.
Yeah.
Is that what you thought?
Yeah. Yeah, probably so. Madness as in TJE.
Okay, word. Hey, I remembered something.
Did.
But now I don't. Akamian tells Mymara about it later, or at least the story that Esmonet told him. Right. And I was kind of bummed that Akamian didn't just buy her the apple, though.
Do you think this was... They were looking at apples together?
Wait.
Or I thought they were like in bed.
No, yeah, you're right.
She's daydreaming.
No, I got confused because she's like daydreaming next to him.
Yeah. But he totally wouldn't buy her an apple.
No.
Like, we could write a fan fiction in which he does not buy Esmonet an apple.
Well, in my like incorrect recollection of it, I was like, well, Kamian probably wouldn't want to spend it. He would have been like, nah, I need to save this money. Or,
even though he's loaded.
Yeah, would have blown my cover as a spy. Or, I don't know. Or I wish they would have gone like Aladdin style on it and just stolen an apple too.
That'd be chill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this really reminded me of the Peach scene in I think it's A Clash of Kings, the Song of Ice and Fire book 2.
Which scene?
It's where Renly and Stannis like confront each other on the field.
Yeah.
And they're arguing about who should be king, and Renly's eating a peach and just like, you don't enjoy anything about this world, or like you, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
to Stannis.
Yeah, to Stannis.
I relate to that. Just kidding.
Even though I don't know. I think it does show how she can't isn't allowed to have the sweet things in life. But I don't know if it's like as symbolically important as the peach scene. I feel like that, I don't know. At least I've heard people like on YouTube make big deal out of that.
Yeah. I mean, it is good character development on Esmonet's part because, yeah, it's just like supporting her being damaged or also like very guarded and honestly like very severe in her decision making. Like she's from the get-go, she's very I don't know how to say it, like wrapped or just like super succinct in what she wants to do. She's not really like not swayed by even her daughter's like desire to want to have an apple. Yeah.
It makes sense. Like she's had to make her own way, and she, she can't even really rely on Akamian that much, and he's the only person that she somewhat trusts. So
yeah,
I guess kind of sticking to what she decides is crucial. Is just gonna be the fucking way she goes.
Yeah. Well, and most people, or a lot of people that we interact with in the book, are spending so much time trying to survive, just in whatever way, like whether that be internally, like with their emotions, or externally with danger of starvation or murder or whatever. It'll be interesting to kind of keep note of who doesn't have to worry about surviving, and kind of what they're like. Like I'm thinking about Zarias, and the people that aren't concerned necessarily about like poverty and how they're kind of the opposite of Esmonet, in that like they're always getting pleasure, like getting rubbed by the weird like kid slave people.
Yeah,
you know?
body slaves.
Bodies. Horrible.
That's why nobody wants to be a slave, and why people think the latter slavery is so much worse, because you gotta rub down a bunch of fucking old people when you're a little baby.
Horrible.
Yeah.
I do love Zarias, though.
Yeah, I kind of like him too, even though there's like no reason to like him.
He's just a fun character.
Mm-hmm. He's the one that's like, mother!
Yeah.
Kellis is like, daddy! But, okay, check this out. I just realized this now, but there's first mention of Esminet's tattoo of the snakes, entwined serpents on her hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, first thing that I thought of was the Kisharim have 2 snakes each. And so I was wondering if that's because, I don't know, I think prostitution is illegal in the Tusk, or in Race to Janus' addition to the Tusk.
Yeah.
It's like at least not cool in the culture, but I mean it's like socially accepted, but like not commended.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, if that means that she's like marking her as like as dirty as the fucking, you know, the heathens.
Yeah.
But then also there's snake and apple shit within the same 2 paragraphs.
True.
Although I don't know what that says. The most I could pull out of it just right off the bat was like Esminet talks about like wanting to know the world, become worldly, and like learn and grow and everything, and that's sort of what I think the eating from the tree of knowledge is like, or happened.
It is, yeah. Commune kind of represents a little, I don't know. Whenever a commune comes around, she gets to experience pieces of the world from outside. Because even her normal fare or whatever are still from Sumna, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I think she enjoys whenever a commune comes around because he's been all over the place.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And then Madness asks Esminet as Eve.
That's what popped in my mind. It literally came to me as I was rereading this a minute ago, so I haven't thought about how it would work yet.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because, I don't really feel like... Oh, shit, dude. Esminet is the one that fucking kind of fucks it all in the end.
How so?
She unleashes Kamamas.
Oh.
And then Kamamas goes and crawls into the no-guns.
Right. Okay, that's true. She also gives birth to Maimara, who's like the, I don't know, Virgin Mary?
Virgin Mary figure, yeah.
I think you could probably make a good argument for it all, but I'd have to think about it probably more.
Yeah. B-Rise has this in the gardens. The Garden of Eden. What gardens are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I thought that Maimara was... Like, I was so surprised, though, in the first time I read The Judging Eye, that Maimara was a character. Because, like, I did not pick up that she wasn't dead.
Yeah.
There's just, like, a short thing.
I didn't either.
Okay, word.
No.
I pinned it where it was... Like, I figured out where she admits that she's still alive. I think it's in The Warrior Prophet. It's a conversation with Kellis, where Kellis basically, forces her to admit it to herself.
Oh my god.
But she,
so annoying.
But it's, like, not even said straight out. And so, I don't know, I guess I just blacked out when I read it the first time.
There are some things like that, like huge plot points that are just like... it's just like... You, like, thought about it later and, like, copy and pasted it just into a random section.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's cool because it's, like, rewards paying attention, but it's also... If I didn't, like, love the series, I wouldn't have ever figured out what happened.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
It's gives it rereadability.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, hell yeah. Agreeing with Madness comment. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody will have to write an essay about that.
Yes. Not me. Can't do it.
Yeah, probably not me either. Although, that's like a total detour. How I told you that I figured out I was reading a book by like a charlatan-ass, like fake guru.
Uh-huh.
Just talking about it right before this. Well, she was like trained by this woman who like a psychiatrist who was really into the satanic panic of like the 80s and 90s.
Like she was pro satanic panic?
Yeah, she like thought it was real and like helped a lot of kids like, concoct those memories of being like ritually abused by satanic cults and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I was looking at her Wikipedia, and she's got like papers about the satanic panic like cited on her Wikipedia, and it's like 100% bullshit.
Yeah.
So it's like you could publish probably anything better than that shit like
it's true.
Today.
Yeah.
And I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
So no pressure.
Dude, I'm like tripping because I have been wanting... Did I tell you about that? I told you about that earlier. That my professors like thinks that I need to try to publish something.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we're off topic here.
Yeah, but
I'll write
totally related somehow.
Yeah. It's interconnected, dude. Commune's making mud.
Okay, this was like... She talks about how she loves him still, but... Okay, different world, whatever. But I don't think I can hang very long with somebody that's just like blasting ass every morning in my room, you know what I mean?
Yeah, this sounds very unsanitary. Like, who's dumping that out?
And it's probably, I imagine it's just like right out the window that she like sits on to like, with her sexy leg hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a commune's apocalyptic mud.
Yeah, what does he say?
So, he started calling it... Okay, I'll go back. It had been so strange at first. Yeah, no shit. Many mornings she would lie... She is Esmonette, of course. She would lie awake, listening to the hideous sounds of him making mud in her pot. She would bury her head beneath the sheets, insisting that he see a physician or a priest. Only half joking.
You need to see a priest about that.
Exercise that butt, dude.
Yeah.
Only half joking, also, because it really was italicized hideous.
Hideous.
He started calling it his morning apocalypse after she once cried, "Morning's aspiration and in good humor. Just because you relive the apocalypse every night, Aka, doesn't mean that you have to share it with me in the morning."
It's fair.
And then he would chuckle and wash his butt.
Oh yeah, splash some water on his butt.
Mm-hmm.
Epic.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of epic, B-Rad says, "That was me on my first date with my now wife. Awesome time."
Hey, if that first date goes well, then it's all good.
Yeah. It's relatable, except for the other person
That's
being
true.
in your bedroom shitting.
That does speak to their love, honestly.
Yeah.
Because, if you can hang out with your loved one while they're, like, sick,
yeah,
that's, like, you love them.
Yeah.
It's more than, like, physical attraction or momentary infatuation or whatever. It's, like, real deal, body, breaking your immersion, realizing that you have a, like, bowel.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
Yeah, I think that I said right before this that she loves him, but how could you love him if he's making all this mud, causing all this mud? But I think...
Chucking all that mud. Shit.
But no, you have a huge point there. Because it's like one of the most vulnerable states you can be.
Yeah. It really is.
It's like if your parent tells you they're not proud of you, or if you're like shitting your brains out.
Yeah.
Those are the
That's
two.
The two. Or when you're playing t-ball, whenever you're a tiny kid, and your pants fall down.
Dude.
That happened to me.
I know, you mentioned it the other day. It was such a horrifying story that I like didn't want to ask questions about it.
That's pretty much it, but did I tell you that I hit a foul ball? And everybody clapped. And I remember thinking to myself, I'm so bad at this that they're clapping for me whenever I made a mistake. That was so small.
That's so bad. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. Oh, that's good stuff. Oh, Mattis says they get over your morning apocalypse. That's love. That's right.
Yeah,
it's true.
I just can't wait for that in my life.
For someone to have a morning apocalypse all over you. What happens? Venal hypocrisy. Ooh, one thing we gotta go back to. I'm sorry. Do you mind if I go back?
Yeah, what's up?
What is it?
Your Venus is blushing?
Okay, so... more unreasonably hot. Dude, there is like the funniest thing I've ever read. He says it. Fuck.
Sweet Sejanus.
No, it's like a combination of words that are fucking hilarious that he put them together. I'll have to find it. Let's keep going because I don't want to like sit here and worry about it, but I'm gonna find it.
The rural juror.
Yeah, like the rural juror.
He mentions the word venal twice in at least 4 pages. I had to look it up.
It's like vernacular or venereal disease or whatever.
Oh,
like
it does sound related to that.
But it's not?
No, it's showing or motivated by susceptibility to bribery.
Wow. I would not have guessed that.
Yeah. It talks about the venal hypocrisy of priests. Because, you know, in the end, everybody just wants that...
What's that?
Coin, I guess?
Get the coin?
The paper.
Yeah.
Stacking coin.
Stacking the marks.
Dude, I saw this meme about Martin Luther and the Reformation the other day, and it said this dude wrote 95 Theses and fucked up my way to buy myself into heaven, and I was like, damn, I kind of wish that wouldn't have happened, because then you could just like pay whatever, guaranteed.
Guaranteed, but then poor people wouldn't be able to go to heaven.
Yeah.
Which is... Yeah.
But they're already not going.
Right. Per capitalism.
What does Ron Swanson says? Capitalism is God's way of determining who is smart and who is poor.
Oh, that's horrible.
I know. I mean, we both fucking hate it, but...
It's very funny.
I thought that was a good one.
Yeah. Madness says insulare or peaches.
Oh, damn, true.
Yeah, exactly.
all them fruits, dude. What was the purple plum in the last one?
Yep.
I'll just keep on rapping for now. So another probably irrelevant reference that I picked up on was this is going to Esmonette, kind of talking about her feelings for Akami, and she feels pity. She feels many things, it seemed. But she talks about him being he looks so lonely, so misunderstood. And then also she says no one, she would often think, knows him the way that I do. So his loneliness and misunderstanding, like, both is like him just being like a pitiful, like, kind of piss baby man-child, but also like he's isolated with the torturous dreams of Siswatha for his entire life. So I think it's like both legit and kind of just feeds into his whole scheme, shtick.
It's like being codependent with somebody with like very serious mental illness or something.
Yeah.
Which is real. I mean, that's a very real thing.
Yeah.
And not codependent in like I feel like we use that word as like a bad thing or something, but codependent is just like, that's normal.
Like interdependent, kind of?
Interdependent, yeah.
I've heard that thrown around as like a... I don't know. Make it sound better. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't fucking know. But what I wrote down was it made me think of this song by this crust punk band, Dystopia.
Nice.
It's the first song on their album Human Equals Garbage.
Nice.
And just like the worst, like most hard to listen to screaming voice where it's like kind of screaming, but it's kind of just like squealing. And like, you don't care, you don't love me, I only love myself. No one will love me like I love me. And it's like, I feel you, and also I don't want to listen to this anymore. A song called Stress Builds Character, if you want to check it out.
Yeah.
Because that's how you become a man.
That's right.
But yeah, I highlighted another thing that theirs was a strange marriage, a commune in Esmenet, which, yeah, for sure. And I also like in the series, as far as I know, there's like not really marital rights.
I was gonna ask, yeah, do they ever do any type of marriage ceremony or anything?
I'm almost positive a commune and Esmenet don't.
No, yeah, they definitely don't. But she and Callus do, right? They must.
It might be. Someone with a better memory will have to tell us, but
yeah.
I think that he just starts my recollection was he just starts announcing that they're fucking... She's
my queen. Or...
Yeah. Which, like, there is likely, I would say, some celebration or whatever formality after the fact, but yeah, I don't remember. I just thought it was, like, people just, when you were with somebody for more than a couple weeks, they were, like, your husband or your wife.
Yeah. Interesting.
Mamis has a good point, though. Said a sorcerer and a whore and mandate schoolmen can't take wives.
Yeah, definitely.
And, I mean, like, it's not forbidden, but whores can't really take husbands, you know?
Yeah, it would be difficult.
Yeah.
I guess, especially if you're a commune, because he does not enjoy the fact that she's a sex worker.
Yeah.
He needs to get over it.
She can listen to him making mud, dude. He could listen to her making money.
Yeah,
you know
for
what
real.
I mean? I don't know, it takes a lot longer.
Iron apples. Yeah.
Well, actually depends.
Depends. Probably doesn't. Honestly.
Depends on...
Popular media would have you think that it takes a long time.
The mud or the sex?
Sex.
So I can't tell which would be worse to listen to. But I like too just when a commune found out that like a coppersmith had beaten up my Mara.
Oh yeah.
He just goes fucking nuts and like wants to go murder the dude, which like I kind of wish she would have let him do that, because he would have just annihilated the guy. And like there's everybody else is already like a woman beater. You could be fine without one. I don't know, maybe that would give her a bad reputation though, like people wouldn't want to go to her because people get mysteriously immolated.
Yeah. There was an immolation.
Yeah. Or I don't know, maybe you paid well, but it's just fucking sad.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, she's always getting whooped up on by somebody.
Yeah.
Emotionally or physically.
Yeah, it's like her role.
Yeah.
I mean, in society, but just in the book kind of too, is to suffer.
Yeah, I mean, she is a representative of like women in the story. She and a few others, because there's so little. You know what I mean? So I mean, she does. It's like taking a survey. Like one person represents a lot of people. It's like women are really very mistreated. And I think maybe even part of the marriage, or there being a lack of official marriage, is that there's not even enough respect within the religion to like make it about husband and wife, or like a union of the two. It's more just like the man is like, I own you now, wife. Like I feel like at some point people start referring, or somebody starts referring to somebody else as their wife, kind of like out of the blue, something. I don't know. It's just some thoughts.
Yeah. No, I feel that. I think that is like part of the reason why marriage exists in our world too.
The like ownership thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
property rights stuff,
Mm-hmm.
or at least some of the laws around marriage.
Totally. I mean, I think it is almost 100%, like, it's about patriarchy and such. But I guess I meant that in this book it's even a step below that, patriarchy-wise.
Oh, I
understand.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's, I think there's even shit in the... Well, I'm not trying to compare it to the real world as much. Like, I fully accept and agree with your point that it's, like, nastier in this book than it is today. Maybe it's comparable to sometimes in our history, but, like, certain laws and shit, I just have vague memories of reading somewhere where it's, like, worse to, like, hurt wives or daughters or something, like, based on, like, property laws rather than, like, human laws, you know? Or, like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's killing like stealing a cow.
Yeah.
It's, like, just as bad as killing, a wife or something.
Uh-huh. You want to read them?
Yeah, let's get some comments. Okay. Oh yeah, B Red says horse with a tattoo will always be looked down upon. Yeah, he said we went full circle now, back to the snake tattoo. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, always looking down upon the woman.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
There's the whole... Manus says there's the whole priestess of Guerra thing, which we never really see regarding sex priestesses too.
Oh, that's completely out of my realm. I don't even know. What is that?
I don't remember the specific... I think it's... I mean, Manus will have to tell us, like he usually does. I think it's in the second series. They talk... Because they get more into, like, the temple cults and stuff.
Yeah.
There's, I want to say temple horrors. Or, like... I don't know, people that, like, are supposed to fuck for their religion.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. I don't know if it was... I don't know their role in the thing, if it's, like, to convert people, or if it's for, like, yacht where it's just part of the whole celebration of fertility.
Are they Yahwehrian priestesses?
I don't know about the Guerra, priestess of Guerra, though. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I guess not.
I mean... That could be the fucking neighborhood where the temple is or something, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
You guys are sharp, though.
Yeah, thank y'all. And, yeah, Nayor does comment at some point later about having multiple wives, including his favorite. Thank you, Madness. Yeah. But he's a savage, so that's cool. Nayor, dude.
Madness answered us. He says, yeah, to the fuck for religion. Guerra is another goddess. Or Giera, perhaps.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds chill if the people aren't forced to do it.
Yeah. Sounds more liberated than most Hinduism. Yeah, I'm sure that there's not consent going on.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I wonder if the sex workers get pissed off, too, at the temple. W words.
Probably. Hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy. Hippopotamus.
It's bottomless. You want to continue on a little bit?
Yeah, let's continue on.
The next thing that caught my eye that, I'm not dominating this shit, am I?
No, I'm ill-prepared and very tired.
Cool. Call me the dominator.
You can dom me. No problem.
Esmonet's inner dialogue, because sooner or later you'll leave me, Akka, and the men who feed me will have found different horrors. So I guess I could have read a little back upon that, but it's like the first I remember of a commune criticizing her for taking custom.
Yeah.
Where it's like, B-word's gotta eat, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. I know I've been, like, crazy jealous in relationships before, especially when I was, like, or, like, maybe exclusively when I was a lot younger.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I feel like this is just so logically unsound, because it's like, what else is she gonna do for money?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And what else is he gonna do besides leave? Like, he's not trying to do anything else.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, he's not like, oh, mail you some cash or something.
Mm-hmm.
which like it'll probably get stolen along the way, but it
Yeah.
doesn't even like float that idea out there.
Yeah.
As far as I can remember.
They're very emotional. So many people are very fueled by their emotions,
Mm-hmm.
which the Dunyain are like nerds.
Yeah. Inrao shows up at the cabana. I don't know if I've ever said that word out loud before.
Cabana?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that it's like a 75% strange word, uncommon word for Jacob.
Yeah, I'd say yeah, it makes sense.
I definitely haven't written it.
Cabana.
I don't think so.
I don't think I've written cabana either.
Got an assignment later. That's to write cabana.
Dude, we're never gonna finish this chapter.
I know. I'm never gonna finish this sentence. Inrao shows up and is like, "Suh," and they're talking, and Esmenet gets treated as an equal.
By Inro?
Yeah. From this moment on, Esmenet realized Inrao would look upon her as an equal in these matters.
Yeah.
Akamian, however, would remain aloof. The aloofness of the wizard, dude.
He's
I'm
an
telling
aloof
you.
wizard, yeah.
Fucking aloof.
Because this is
That's
after
wizard.
Inro pops in and he reveals that the Scarlet Spires are in on it with Maithanet, right?
Yes, thank you.
And Maithanet sent the tears to the Scarlet Spires.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Gave him the core as a gesture of good faith.
Mm-hmm.
Which is... I mean, it's probably easy to figure that out, but I was kind of picturing, like, a farce of them having to deliver him.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, ooh, can't touch it.
Jimmy Jones.
Woo. Yeah, so they're sharing the plans though, and Mamara is now like as educated about this situation as Inrao and Akamian, basically.
Asmonat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's a beast. She like shows off some of her intellect.
Mhm.
Here, and Rao's like, damn. Aka's like,
Yeah.
she's a woman.
Yeah, it's a bummer, but yeah, fully capable person.
Yeah.
And also she like has empathy for both of them though, and their like emotional states in the weird sort of like power struggle, guilting, and like trying to convince the other to spy and other shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just I don't know, she's just like more human than them, kind of. Maybe Inrao might have some more dimension to him, but Akamian still has got a bad case of the aloofness of the wizard.
He does. The aloof Minati.
That's good.
Sorry. we got some chat going on here. We missed it. I appreciate that you caught the Flight of the Conchords reference. That's tight. I love that show. Or I loved that show. I don't really know if I would like it now, but I probably would. Akka pissed me off with those lines. Akka pisses me off a lot.
I want to like him because he's the wizard, but like...
Yeah. Oh, I love Akka.
Yeah, me too, but like, this reread is just making me, like, it's like the opposite of, no, it's like the same thing as Zarias is, well, I don't know. It's like I like Zarias even though I don't have a good reason to,
Mm-hmm.
and I like Akka even though he's got some serious problems, but that's how people are in the world.
Yeah, exactly. Inrao is in it now. Yep. I see. He comes through with all his mandate, Vatican S coin, and then just leaves. And what's she supposed to do? Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's like, okay, cool. They all seemed comfortable. From before this meet, they all seemed comfortable. What do you mean by that? What do you think he means by that? Like Inrao, Esmenet, and Akka?
Yeah, the thing right before Birad said, this is where I thought Inrao and Esmenet were friends or something. Yeah, I kind of got that vibe that they'd met.
Ooh,
I don't...
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you either way, but I think that she definitely knew about him because Akamian uses her as his, like, emotional dumpster or, like, Velcro. You know the little Velcro hand circle things and you throw a tennis ball at it?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that's called, but shout out to that game.
Yeah. I love that game.
Yeah, you just Yeah, there's no way a commune couldn't have told her, like, every detail about that, like, 10 times, you know?
True.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe,
Oh, Madden says he has those for his kids. Heck yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I remember playing with those as a kid. And then my pants fell down. And the Salt King says, "Aka," so dude.
So, dude. The moment you pulled your pants back up was the first breath you took as a man.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a shameful short.
Full of shame. Just like a commune. A broken, sad nightmare of man. Apocalypse dump in the morning.
We got some more
some
lore from Madness. The College of Luthime, the few who want to serve the 1,000 temples and may not be marked, control the mass of Kore outside of Sakarpus and Golgotherath. Oh, hell yeah.
Those are like the people that delivered... Or wait, those are the people that are kind of in charge of all the Kore?
Yeah, apparently. I didn't remember that, but I remember noticing for the first time, as my third reread, that the College of Luthime, or however you want to pronounce it, are the people that can, like, spot the wizards yeah.
Oh, but they're not marked themselves?
No, they haven't partaken in any sorcery, but there were some of the few.
That's cool. Like Inrao? Can Inrao?
Well, Inrao's done a little bit of sorcery, because he gets a salty ball on him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's got the bruise, but...
Assaulted.
Damn. Put her here. Yeah!
Sorry.
You're welcome. Just kidding. They talk more about the reasons for the Holy War. They're trying to figure everything out. They know that the Kisharim assassinated Sashioka, the Grand Master of the Scarlet Spires. There's some more gay stuff here too, where Eleazaris is the new Grand Master.
Yeah.
Was rumored to be close to Sashioka, close in the manner of a Nonai men.
So funny.
Big ...
That's so funny. I love the Nonai.
Are they the ones with the pure white mask?
I think so. They're fond of oiled beards and like sexual, or they're too loose with their sexuality or something. Commune says.
And they like Janan, and they have money. What was the? Esminette wears the mask and the fucking White Luck Warrior to talk to Inralatus. Because she doesn't want him to read her emotions.
Yeah.
You always crack me up when you were like, "Let me see your mouth, mother."
Open your mouth. Dude, that really made an impact on me. What up, Megaleg? What's up, dude?
Yeah, Manus shouted out the same thing. I was, against Maythanet. Right. When she thinks that he's, the White Luck Warrior, or he's bringing shit down from the inside.
Yeah.
Let me see your mouth.
Let me open your mouth. It's so wild.
This part caught my eye too. Just in general, we're obviously skipping over a ton, but as Minette says, why does not seeing terrify you so much? And I mean, that's kind of like the root of a lot of our fears is uncertainty. Well, that's kind of what fear is. Yeah.
Yeah. We were talking about that earlier, really. Yeah, not knowing is very dysregulating, especially whenever, I mean, in this situation, like, you live in such a fucked world. I mean, we do kind of live in a fucked world, but anyway.
No, that's exactly it. Just, yeah. Our three guys finished kind of talking about the plan and what they think how they think shit that's going down is like looking like, and a commune comes to the conclusion that there's no way Maithanet would even approach the Scarlet Spires unless he knew the school warred against the Kisharim. So, it shows that the Scarlet Spires have their own reasons for joining the Holy War,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't mind using, the premise of a Holy War as an excuse to go get sweet revenge.
Yeah.
And destroy some other sorcerers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure there's
water
prejudice. Water boys?
Water snakes?
Yeah. I thought you said water boy or water horse.
I said water boys.
Yeah, the water boys, dude. I mean, I'm sure they hate him for a bunch of different reasons, but yeah. Madness says, doubt is a superpower.
Doubt is a superpower.
Yeah, and that's like my favorite part out of these first 3 books. I might have even mentioned it too, but it's in the Warrior Prophet, but Akamian is thinking back about teaching Proyas and is talking about the importance of doubt, and basically that doubt is holy, and that's big thing that I've gleaned from the whole series.
Mm-hmm.
Is that I don't, at times, of course, like I still feel terrified and lost when I'm unsure of certain things, but sometimes I feel reassured that having doubts is a good place to be.
Mm-hmm. It definitely is. Yeah, and like in Buddhism, doubt is the final interaction that the Buddha had with any type of like afflictive emotion. It's considered like, I don't know. It's a good thing. If you're doubting, you're stirring up some good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, not in any religion.
Yeah.
Well, not to them, but I think that's part of the point.
Yeah.
Little Doubting Tommy boy.
Doubting Tom Bombas.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, was that the chapter?
No. That was, it's almost the whole chapter. Now we get to the action, though.
Yeah. I was like, dang, wait, I thought...
Dude, make the bird fly in.
Huh?
Make the bird
fly in. Shit, yeah.
We,
Oh, fuck. Keep going, dude. Keep talking. Shit.
We get our first synthes.
We love the synthes. Where'd the picture go?
I don't know. I made up a couple.
Oh, what is this? Not my Steam. Okay, no one look at the screen yet.
That's me.
No, they can't see it.
Oh, well, they can see the little mirror.
Fuck! I did the thing. It did the thing again. But it was worth it.
Totally worth it. Are we even on still?
Yeah, we're still on.
Brian's favorite creature in the entire multiverse appears. So Inrao, of course, he's all shook because his daddy teacher is pushing him further and further. So
your synthes are great.
Thanks.
I like your synthes, man.
Yeah.
Salt King says they're perfect.
I dig it. I'm working on another one where I have worse hair and I look more depressed. I don't look depressed at all in that one.
Nah, you look happy.
I was actually, true story, I was actually giving the shocker in a picture.
What's that?
The 2 in the pink.
Oh, hell yeah.
I was going like this. I was at the troll market.
Uh-huh.
And I was pretending this was like a wizard or like a, pose. Mm-hmm. But I was just doing
shocker.
Some stupid shit, yeah. I thought I was so clever. Inrao is, dude, a lot of internal agony for everyone so far.
Yeah.
Maybe constantly, but...
Especially Akamian's pupils.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, dude. Akamian's pupils are, like, so traumatized.
Yeah.
Do you think it's because he diddled them?
Maybe, but I don't think that's... I wouldn't say that... If that's the case, I would say that probably a whole cast of people has that trauma.
Yeah.
So it's just baseline normalized trauma. Doesn't count anymore.
True.
It's negative number times a negative number.
Mm-hmm.
That's how math works, right?
I think.
Oscogenesis.
Oscogenesis, dude.
Algebra boy.
Algebra guy.
Go add some maths. Anyway, more of Inrao tripping about himself. He wrote everything. He'd gained everything. Faith for knowledge, wisdom for cunning, heart for intellect. And that's made me think of, I believe it's said by a commune, when you learn the gnosis or sorcery, you will lose your soul but gain the world.
Yeah.
Which is an inverse. I mean, it's the same thing, but the same sentence as in the Bible that's rearranged.
Yeah.
They make it sound like you'll gain the world but lose your soul, and the way a commune says it makes it sound a lot more enticing.
Yeah.
You got to hit them with the bad news first, and then
Yeah.
kind of come with the good news.
Mm-hmm. You gotta do it.
Or I've heard of the sandwich technique, where if you're like critiquing somebody about their job or performance or something, good thing, bad thing, good thing.
Yeah, that's a nice way to
It's
communicate.
a shit sandwich.
Yeah. Mud sandwich.
Yeah.
Mud blast. Hoagie. Sorry.
So, yeah, I mean, it's funny though, too. It's like, I mean, in the Bible, they probably mean it literally, but we know for a fact in this world with the metaphysics of Iarwa that you will lose your soul. Like, you're guaranteed to be damned if you practice sorcery. But you're, like, highly likely to be damned even if you don't. So
Right, I was gonna say, like, it doesn't really work out.
Yeah. I think I'd probably learn sorcery if I had the chance.
You think so? I would probably be too afraid to go to hell.
If I got to see
I would join the consult, though. Sorry.
Yeah. No. I think just because I wasn't raised with religion, I would still just, like, balk at it and guffaw at it.
Yeah.
And then just be fucking agonizing for all eternity.
Yeah.
In my hubris. In my aloof wizardness.
Uh-huh.
But, I think that your outlook or decisions would be a lot smarter.
Yeah. I still make decisions based on whether or not I'm going to go to hell.
Oh, dude.
I don't even believe in it.
Yeah. But
cheers, dude. Cheers to going to hell.
yeah, mega churches and Bill Lee and yeah, dude, what a gnarly world.
Magaleg says the nasty patty technique. Whenever, I guess that's the is that the technical term? Is that the scientific term? The nasty patty.
The fuck shit stack, dude.
And Madness agrees, but yeah, he's not wrong about that psych technique.
What's the IO? I don't know what that means.
Meg, what are you doing over there? You playing Darkest Dungeon? I don't know what IO means.
She's found the even darker dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, first you take the fuck and then you take the shit.
Mm-hmm.
The kid that taught me how to ride trains would just say that like constantly.
Really?
Yeah. And if it was anybody else, it wouldn't be funny, but it's funny and endearing to me.
Yeah. When you're riding trains. Really sucks when I left my mom's and didn't have to do the Roman Catholic cult. Yeah. I escaped from cultishness as well. Industrial organizational psychology.
Cool. Another term that I'm unfamiliar with, but...
yeah, I'm not familiar with that. Wait, what's happening with Inra here?
Okay, Inra's tripping. He goes into the temple to, I believe it's to Ankis. He's in some sort of, churchy buildings, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I believe it's to Ankis because he keeps talking about Ankis, and they have, different cultish shrines and whatnot, hearths and shit to the different deities. Ankis is a god of hope, or goddess of hope. Give me the strength, goddess. Make me as a pillar. Yeah, he's really having a life crisis right now. He recalls some shit that Inri Sejanus said. God has 1,000 faces, but men only one heart. Ancus was the singer is the singer in the dark, the aspect who stood at the heart of all men, moving them to forever grasp far more than they could hold. Yeah, it seems like it's kind of like too much in a way. It made me think of like religious ecstasy, which is not something I've experienced. But shout out Saint Maud.
Saint Maud.
Have you ever seen that great movie?
No, I haven't yet.
Oh, okay. Well, she likes God.
Yeah. I'm too scared to watch that movie.
Oh, dude. I would love to watch it with you.
Yeah, that'd be fun actually. Yeah, I think that's pretty. I think the Ancus has a good vibe. I mean, I don't know. I think having hope is cool. It's a good thing, and it goes well with doubt. Like if having doubt can like live in a space with hope, it's good stuff. Oh, and B-Rad brought in for what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world but lose his soul? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Mark 8:36.
Makes me think of in Game of Thrones, what's the life of one boy against a kingdom, and then aren't like I think
it's
I almost called her Esmnet.
Melisandre.
Yeah, Melisandre and Davos are like yelling everything and nothing at the same time.
Yeah, that's tight.
Or at least that's how I remember it.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I love Davos in that moment.
Yeah, he's sick as fuck. I'm kind of bummed that he simped so hard for Stannis, despite having his finger bones around his neck in a pouch. But I don't know, dude. Maybe class mobility is that bad in
I think it is
their world that what are 4 fingers against the price of a lordship?
Yeah, for real.
Madness helped us out, and he says that Inrao thinks he found some shit in Maithnet's apartments. I think it's a letter from Maithnet, but that's just a guess. And he doesn't know what to do when the Shrya is conspiring with the Kisharim.
Yeah.
So are you saying that the Shrya is trying to... Inrao thinks that Maithnet is trying to get the Kisharim to destroy the Scarlet Spires?
I'm not sure.
It's
just a guess because we never really know what he found before this next part.
It's true. All I know is that Inrao is basically like, yo, this is some fuck shit. He's looking at this idol of Ancus, and he says, at first glance, she appeared to be the severed head of a woman, beautifully yet vaguely common, mounted on a pole. Okay, there was a head on a pole behind him.
Whoa.
There was a head on a pole behind him. That's what I thought. I was like, well,
head
shit.
on a pole.
Yeah.
Dang.
I feel like
tight.
that could be a reference to that. I think it could also just be totally random.
Yeah. So that's cool.
But there was a head on a pole behind him. But when he zeroed in, anything more than a glance, however, revealed the pole to be a miniature tree, like those cultivated by the ancient Norserai. So that's interesting to me because Kellis is from the ancient Norserai, and he gets circumfried.
Circumfried.
Right? Hung from the tree. I mean, I guess he's on the metal thing, but...
Yeah.
And then also there's...
Circumfriction?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yep. Maybe... Dude. Nothing. I wonder if Kellis started circumcising people to honor his circumfiction.
Hopefully not.
He probably did it personally.
Yeah. What an honor.
With like a really long sword and just lined up everybody's sticks and
two-handed sword.
Yeah. Okay, but I looked this up in the glossary of the Unholy Consult, and the copper tree is... Wait, I don't even know if it mentions copper. But, okay, there's a tree. worked in bronze. The tree was made in bronze. The bronze tree is the emblem of Sile, the house primordial of the non-men.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, there's a sick picture. I think it's Jason Deem, the artist, who... It's Kujara Kinmoy versus, I don't know, maybe Orang or something. Some baddie who's covered in, like, rotting bodies.
Oh, yeah.
And he's got a shield with the copper tree on it.
That's
it's
cool.
Like, oh, damn. But what's funny is in the book, in the glossary, it says that it mentions a similarity, but it was like, to date, no connection is known between the two or something.
Really?
And it's like, yeah, it was like, okay, well, maybe there's something more to be revealed. Or it's like the author's just like, nobody knows. We still don't know.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're the one that knows.
You're the one that knows.
Just tell me.
That's funny.
I think, yeah, Jason Deem is somnambulist on the forums.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. And Madness asked what we think about the italicized thoughts when she might be warning him. That is a good question.
Run, his thoughts whispered, run. I hadn't thought about that. But that's cool, because, yeah, you can't really tell if it's his personal darkness comes before, or if it's the, I don't know, intervention of the gods.
Yeah. I think about that in the way, like, psychics interact with, I don't know, whoever they're talking to in this world.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the messages from the outside or whatever have to find some type of way into this world. And it can be, like, very intuitive thoughts like that. I don't know. So it could be some goddess, Ankhis or whoever, kind of like, run.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know.
Yeah. I wonder how people, like, communicate with God, you know. I know that there's the one slave of Sorwheels in the second series who, like, makes the Yatwer face in the mud, and it's like blah, blah, blah. It like bubbles and gurgles and shit, and spits out the Kore, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But so like
so tight. I love that.
Fucking epic. That's like irrefutable interaction with the gods, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder if, like, you know, when people pray, do they actually hear voices in their heads? You know, how else do they, you know, hear from God? Because, like we said last time, these first three books, I thought the gods were all made up. Like, I didn't think that they were metaphysical facts in this reality. And so I kind of just thought it was like how I think in this world, when people do it, when something that you want to happen happens, it's like, oh, God is good.
Did, yeah.
And then when it's something bad, it's either like God's teaching me a lesson and it's secretly good, or I didn't pray hard enough, or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Where you always make the excuse for God, but it's like not proof that God is there.
Yeah. It's kind of a way to put a Band-Aid on the existential angst we talked about earlier.
Mm-hmm. Band-Aid on the seeping, gaping gash of angst.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The fetid...
The mortal coil.
Yeah.
The fetid pool of existence.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Septic pool.
Yeah.
And
Madness agrees, thinks that we all did until, yeah. What does the TJE stand for? I can't...
The judging eye.
Yeah.
It's cool to know, like, I mean, we were talking about this earlier too. It's cool to just know you're not alone in stuff, big or small.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, it's like, it's nice to hear, because although we are, like, you know, the authority on this podcast, like, I don't know probably half the shit that I'm talking about on this. So it's nice to be able to, like, be affirmed and, you know, especially in the things that I feel like I'm missing, or people are like, oh yeah, no, same.
Yeah.
Hashtag same.
For sure. Yeah, definitely. And B-Rad mentions burning tributes to communicate. They do burn like little cards and stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and they make sacrifices and shit.
Yeah, they sacrifice stuff. Is it? Am I thinking it right? That, or am I thinking of something else that they burn a card like if somebody's going to war, or if someone's going to war or battle, I'm going to burn a card for them or something. Am I thinking of something else? Some other fantasy thing?
I'm not sure. Madness said votives, which I know that votive candles are the candles you light in the Catholic Church and shit. I think that, I mean, I'll canonize it.
We'll canonize it.
Yeah.
No,
I think they get, I don't know, man.
B-Rad's getting light bulbs from these meetings.
Cool, dude.
Good.
It's good to hear. I get a lot out of this, too.
Yeah, same. It's a lot of fun.
I want to get to the action part, though.
Let's
this is like where I just picture you shining, you know? So...
Thanks, dude.
Yeah. So, no pressure. I'm just kidding. Fucking bird.
Yeah, dude.
Then he saw it, and a horror throttled him. It stood a short distance away, perched on the railing, watching him with shiny blue eyes. It had the body of a crow, but its head was small, bald, and human, about the size of a child's fist. Stretching thin lips over tiny, perfect teeth, it smiled. Dude, perfect teeth? It's good to know.
Love the Synthes. Besides Nayor, they're my favorite character. Like, I really latched on to the, like a child's fist. I just see them having, like, little baby heads.
Uh-huh.
Which I guess non-men kind of have, like, you know, perfect baby features or what. I don't fucking know. But I just pictured these, like, evil crows with baby heads, like, jerking off, skin spies, and doing, like, wild shit. I love them so much.
Does the Synthes jerk him off with the wings or with the clawed feet?
It's like rubbing him, like just like whispering to him, and the skin spy's like, oh, like it's unbearable. Oh.
So do you picture the Synthes as babies? Like
yeah,
chubby cheek baby?
Yeah, like a cherub, but with a crow's body.
Oh shit, they kind of are
Yeah.
Cherubim.
They're cherubic.
Cherubim, my gosh.
Yeah.
I think cherubs are like actually kind of bad too in
feather play.
Oof.
Yeah.
The French tickler, dude.
Yeah. What are cherubs bad in?
I don't know. I was gonna say in Greek mythology, but there's cherubim probably in the Bible and shit too. Different class of angels. No, I was thinking of Cupid.
Yeah.
But like he was like a gnarly dude. You didn't want to get struck by Cupid's arrow because it basically turns you into a psycho.
Yeah.
I mean, and no offense to anybody with mental health issues. I mean that in the best way, but like obsessed fucking one-track delirious person.
Yeah.
Which could be fun for a minute.
Yeah.
Gives you purpose.
It's like getting high on meth or something. It's fun, but it's not really fun.
It's fun if you can keep doing it.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can't keep doing it. It's not sustainable. Anyway.
No, I just want to do it to prove you wrong.
Next week we're going to smoke meth on stream.
Yeah. With the...
I love the Synthes.
Okay, but would you smoke weed? Would you pass the booth? If the Synthes passed you the booth, would you accept it?
Yeah.
I feel like you can't
not in this.
Not
right now because I don't use drugs.
Yeah.
In this life. But if I did use drugs, I would smoke weed with the Synthes.
Okay, but one comes out tomorrow and you're like, oh shit, they're real? Hands you the booth.
Hell no, dude. Hell no, I would get away from there. Too arousing.
Would you ask for some feather play?
Yes. I wouldn't be able to help myself.
Yeah, I'd have to see what it was all about.
I'd have to ask Patricia first, but I'm sure she'd be fine with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say something I'm not going to say.
Sarcellus is here, right?
Yeah, he pops up.
Oncus, treacherous god bitch.
Yeah, so I think that he's freaking out, at Oncus for not, saving him, or that she's popping up to him in the most terrifying way possible, because he knows that it's the consult.
Right.
But,
what a horrifying moment that must be. Like, Indra's like one of the first people to really, like, he's maybe the first, like, civilian to be like, oh shit, the consult's real. Mm-hmm. That'd be truly horrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not as... And he doesn't have to swat his dreams, so he's, like... I imagine he's not as convinced. Mm-hmm. Like, he knows aCOMian and was trained to be in the Mandate, so... I think he, like, believes that they were real, but I don't think he thinks that they were coming back.
Yeah.
And he's definitely never seen them, because the Synthes says that you don't have the dreams, and that if you did, you would recognize me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So he says, so it is your fault, the Synthes said with the miniature mockery of a scowl. It clicked several feet down from the railing to follow Inra's retreat. Without direction, he simply threw his ardor into the wrong vocation, spying on the god rather than praying to him. A small snort, like a cat sneeze. You see, Inra, you've absolutely nothing to fear. The Knight Commander bears the responsibility. I just felt like it was worth noting that the Synthes snorted like a cat sneeze. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
No, I liked that too.
Yeah.
Which,
look at all. Probably gives him a wing job as well. Yeah, dude, whenever the Synthes is giving Naor butt drugs, and Naor's just tripping, that's a good moment.
They're just like, what do they not do?
Wing job.
Can't say a bad thing about him, you know?
Yeah, definitely not.
And I assume you don't have to do much back.
No, they don't give up.
They get off.
Good luck trying to fucking taking a Synthes to completion.
You have to finger their egg hole or something.
Oh my god, their cloaca.
How do you know that word?
I don't know, dude. I went to college.
It's true.
You did too, though.
Yeah, but I've never heard of a cloaca.
Really?
Okay, that's
lots of things have cloacas.
The only time I've ever heard that was on 30 Rock, when Alec Baldwin's complaining about how his mentor's peacock that he gave him after he died was having his cloaca was filled with mucus or something like that. But I didn't know what it was.
It's like, I don't know, man. You had to be there.
You had to be there.
I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Just be bird wrong?
Be bird wrong. Other things have cloacas too, though. That's the thing. Feather play and wing job are just new terms now. Yeah. Yep, Inra's suicide was for the recognition of the consul's presence. Yeah, for sure. I think a cloaca is where a bird poops out of.
Oh,
or gets banged out of.
Multi-purpose?
Maybe
Dude,
so.
we gotta go to ebird.com to figure this out.
I love how chat's trying to pull it together. Keep us focused.
Talking about bird holes.
Yeah.
Yeah, shall we get back to it?
Yeah, let's get back to it.
Oh, well, what you just read was the Synthes thinks that Inrao is a spy for the Mandate.
Okay, yeah.
Kind of fortunately / unfortunately for Inrao, he's not really a Mandate. He's just fucked. He's in the middle of... He's in the worst position you could be, where you know about the horrific thing and it confirms your worst fears, but there's also nothing you can do about it.
Right. And he's kind of blameless too. He doesn't... I mean, he's just kind of an innocent victim of the whole thing.
Definitely.
Silliness came swirling down. It's awesome. Maggot is an all-purpose bird hole. Yeah.
This part was so heavy metal, dude.
Yeah.
So Sarcellus, as a skin spy, I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
turning with sorcerer speed, he punched two fingers through poor Mujanish's chainmail, cracked his breastbone, and then seized his heart, yanked his hand free, drawing a cord of glittering blood into the air. More impossible words. The blood burst into incandescent flame, followed by a sweeping hand toward the Synthes. Shrieking, the creature dove from the railing into the emptiness. Blinding beads of blood cracked bare stone.
That's so tight.
So,
can he do sorcery?
That's what I was thinking. Because there was only one other skin spy that was known to do sorcery.
Yeah.
And it was the dude that was in Scaeus, right? In
yeah.
The
we talked about
empirical
that.
halls.
Yeah, because whenever he's... Oh, wait, no, that was something different. But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He was like trying to fight a commune and blasting fire everywhere and shit. Simus. Thanks. Scaeus is somebody else. I don't know.
He does say no mark, not the faintest whisper of sorcery.
Oh, word. So, I don't know, maybe it's some Techne shit. Maybe the fucking...
true, yeah. Some Techne pyromancy.
Yeah. Hologram. Maybe the skin spies. Not the skin... God, I'm getting all my words confused. I'm getting all these really, really real words confused. The Synthes, maybe he's busting some shit out, because he does say more impossible words.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. And then the Synthes also said at some point that I'm an old name. Even wearing the shell, I could show you the agonies, mandate fool. So I'm wondering if he's some dude...
Give you the vapors.
What?
Give you the vapors, dude. Sorry.
No, you're good. Did they just, like... Is this a soul preservation thing where they shoveled souls into syntheses? Like if their incorporeal bodies fail or something like that?
Yeah.
Some old dude. Or
yeah.
I was wondering if it was like an avatar of like Orang or Orax. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I thought of them as being different than Orang and Orax and all them. Like they're not a projection. I think of them as little creatures of their own.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought too. I just never considered whether he had magic powers.
Yeah. And Darth, hello. Yes, this is the tale of how you rub it. Good to see you. We got a lot. Let's see. Scaeus is the advisor of Zarias, who tried to kill Commune at the end of this book. Okay, yeah.
Oh, and then Simus was the skin spy. Well, he's the leader of the mandate, who is also skin spied.
Yeah. Get skin spied.
I read this thread on the forums today that was, I think it hadn't been updated for like 5 years, but it was talking about how basically everybody that's a skin spy in these original series is a skin spy from the beginning of their character introduction.
Mm-hmm.
Which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah. That's definitely something I did not notice in the first read.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have noticed that unless somebody wrote it down.
Yeah.
I might have started thinking about it, but there's some good points. Just mentions of people acting not like themselves, and and then Zynemus's mom won't bang him, which sounds
totally out of the ordinary.
Oh yeah, it's because she's got a monster dong.
Yeah. Literal monster dong.
Oh yeah, I guess literally, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, well, okay, so it can't be... What's his name? Sarcellus can't have sorcery because he grabs a core. Because if he knew sorcery, he would be salted.
Yeah.
AF.
Yeah.
And he's torturing Inra with it. He rubs it over his cheek.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes, the skin flaked away beneath his fingers, transformed into salt by the Kore's touch. The exposed flesh burned.
Mm-hmm. You will relent, he heard the Synthes cry. You want my land? Never. Inra's got some serious force of will.
Oh, yeah.
It says, glaring at the hateful thing, Inra resumed his blasphemous song. He saw the sun shining through the windows in its face. Too late.
Yeah, so throughout this whole thing, Inra's been trying to sputter out some shit he learned with the mandate.
Yeah.
Although he either got scared or like couldn't remember. Something happened in the last page, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Or it just didn't come out. But yeah, no, he's really strong, and I'm kind of wondering if it's like his love is his strength. Where he loves Maithanet and the church, but a commune too.
Right.
And he's like, one of his last thoughts is, Akka, it's worse than you dared imagine.
Ugh.
But there was nothing to be done. Because he's getting the life choked out of his fucking...
His goose. See you, ring.
His goose's neck is...
Thanks, man. Sorry we're dragging on.
Toasted.
Have a good night. Oh, Mattis says there's a hiccup here in Bakker's writing. I think here because a commune helped him leave for the 1,000 temples before he grasped the heart. Then the Synthes lets loose.
Yeah, so I thought that... I don't know. No, he definitely does not have Siswatha's dreams. I thought that he just learned some basic, like, rudimentary gnosis stuff.
Yeah.
First, kind of like how he was teaching Kellis the, like, less important stuff before he got to the real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but he knows something because of the tiny bruise upon his soul.
Yeah. Even in his last moments, he's filled with a monumental rage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, why did it piss him off? He says, the Synthes said, you worship suffering, why do you think?
Yeah, so he's just like challenging his faith.
I dig that though, as like a anti-theist person, kind of, because they do, they also want to avoid suffering.
Yeah.
But they think that like all the ways in which you can honor the god is like restricting, giving away, and like flagellating.
Self-flagellating, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then...
And he gets pwned.
Yeah.
The stone rail slammed against his hips. Broke like cake.
Yeah, what the fuck is breaking like cake?
I don't know.
Is it like...
Caked concrete or something? I don't know.
I was just thinking... A birthday... Like the birthday cake that I brought up, Sam's birthday a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a few layers. Obviously be easy to break through, but... I didn't picture it cracking. It's kind of mush through.
It mushes.
So he transmutes the physical makeup of stone into cake, and then flings his body, landing in a cakey, bloody pile at the bottom.
Yeah, but he gets salted. It's so different. Whipping. Oh, the air was whipping across his face, bathing his body with a single outstretched hand. Pero and Ralph followed a pillar to the earth. Oh, I guess maybe I read that as he was a pillar, like a pillar of salt or something like that.
Yeah, no, I think he just is...
Smoosh.
Yeah. His body just eats it. And so...
Yeah.
And I think that it's like his... I don't know if it's 100% clear, but I believe that people tend to think... And I think that it's like his last act of like independence or whatever. To kill himself, throw himself off the cliff.
Yeah.
Off the balcony.
It's better to kill yourself than to get captured by the consul.
Oh yeah, well, they are a race of lovers.
They're a race of lovers.
They just wouldn't understand.
They just wouldn't understand.
Or he just wouldn't understand. Yeah, of course. But he was doing it, it says, Inra says, wait. The Synthes seemed to flicker out his path, but it wasn't its death he sought. What does that mean? That Inra was trying to protect, he wasn't trying to kill the Synthes, but he was just trying to...
Yeah, like he he wasn't trying to kill the Synthes, he was just trying to kill himself.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't rushing towards the Synthes. Yeah, Madness. He would have ended up like Geshrooney big time.
Oh, yeah. And he could have been, maybe that's what I'm missing that you guys all get, that he would have just shown up to a commune the next day being like,
Peace.
So. But he was like, so.
Yeah. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
That's that.
Is that the end of the chapter?
He eats himself, and then next
Part
week...
2.
Yep, we go to Mona.
We get to meet the Emperor! Mama!
Monum.
We get to hang out with Zerai.
Monum. I barely known him.
No, that was good, dude.
Thanks. I felt embarrassed.
No, I liked it. Hell yeah.
R.I.P. So who died? Just Inrao? R.I.P. Inrao. Shout out to
Inrao.
Fake Dead Mymara.
Yep. Shout out to Sarcellus. Just for being him.
Yeah.
Just for doing you.
Sarcy.
Sarcellus.
Sarcophagus.
Yeah, Sarcophagus.
Shout out Cloacas.
Yeah, shout out to Cloacas. Shout out to Madness, B-Rad, Salt King, Baker fans. Who else was here?
Ring Thane.
Ring Thane, yeah, duh. Somebody wasn't able to participate. Was that Ring Thane?
No, there's somebody at the very... I think it was someone else, too.
Okay.
I don't know. You guys know who you are, though. We appreciate it. Salt King shouts out, I wonder if Geshrooney's face was the consult just keeping McCarritrig's fashion needs met. Dude, imagine you could, like, upgrade into a new body whenever you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Probably.
Like, in school, I would never sit in the same... Well, I guess it's more like college. I would never sit in the same desk every day that everybody else did.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody even noticed.
I promise everybody noticed.
Because I was taking their spot?
Yeah.
It was just like...
People think that, like, this is where I sit. This is my spot.
I probably just desanctified their realm.
Yeah, probably so.
Sorry.
Meg says, R.I.P. my innocence after learning about the wing jobs. Yep. And all-purpose myrtles.
I didn't feel like I had a lot of innocence to lose before reading this,
but
I do feel like things were revealed within me
yeah.
after reading the series.
Yeah, definitely. All right, but we need to end it because I feel bad for Patricia being locked up.
Oh yeah,
like a dog.
It's one way she won't die.
Yeah. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you guys.
And same time next week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Truth Shrines, Curse Lacaro.
Praise the Meat, John Krakauer. Third, the 17th analytic of Janan Wumbo. All right, bye everybody.
eBird.com.
eBird.